The DA spoke. Are the Menendez brothers going home? Let's talk about it. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So just a few minutes ago, the LA County District Attorney talked about the Menendez brothers case and what his plans are. Prior to him talking about what he decided, he talked about the decision was not a unanimous decision. What that meant was he allowed all of the deputy DAs to have their say, probably say a spiel, why they believed what they believed. He said that some of the DAs didn't believe the accounts of the Menendez brothers regarding what they're alleging their father did, and that they should remain in prison for the rest of their lives. Other DAs felt that they were telling the truth and that they should be released immediately. After hearing both arguments, the Los Angeles District Attorney came to the conclusion that he is going to send the case to a judge, and he is going to request that the Menendez brothers get resentenced due to the evidence to a life term. Each of them, I believe the term is going to be 50 to life that they're each going to get, because two people were lost in the case. And I just want to, give my 2 cents as a former lifer, someone who had a life sentence. I want to let people know what it means. Now, the fact that the district attorney is making this request, a judge has to sign off on it. So it's more than likely that a judge is going to agree with the DA. I think it just depends on how much pressure is put on a judge. I really don't see much pressure being put on a judge as far as people protesting and all that. I don't think that there are people that are going to take to the streets and say, no, these guys need to be in prison for the rest of their lives and rot in hell and rot in jail. I don't think that this is one of those cases. So I think the judge will sign off on it. Now, when the judge signs off on it, he or she is going to send that to the California Department of Corrections. Someone in records is going to have to redo their case criteria. Okay. I don't believe that their points would be affected. They may be. Okay. And then there has to be a scheduling of a psychologist for board. Okay. These guys aren't going to be able to just walk out of prison. This is not a Hollywood cinema. This is real life. In California, as a life term inmate, you have to go before a psychologist. The psychologist is going to evaluate your threat level to society. That psychologist, after that assessment, whether it's 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever it is that they sit down with you, they're going to make their assessment. There is either a low, a medium, or a high risk assessment given. If you're given a high risk, you're not going home. If you're given a moderate, very good chance you're going home. If you're given a low, you're pretty much out the door. Okay. After that assessment is made, then they have to set a hearing with the board. Okay. And when they have their board hearing, they are going to have to present to the board a parole plan, as well as an understanding, a deep understanding of personal insight. They're gonna have to exhibit remorse. They're gonna have to explain why they did what they did, and be extremely clear on what role they have, what responsibility that they have. So they're gonna have to convince the psychologist as well as the board. Now, one thing that they both fall under is what I fell under and how I got out of prison. They were both, I believe one of them was 19 and one was 21 when they caught their case. I was 19. And so because they were under the age of 25, neither one of them had a fully developed brain. And they have to be assessed differently than someone who had a fully formed brain. This is facts. This is what has gotten thousands and thousands and thousands of lifers out of prison in California. And before anybody jumps in, what the hell? Those lifers who have been released from California state prisons under those Senate bills, the recidivism rate is less than 1%. I believe the Menendez brothers will get out. I don't know how long it'll take for them to be seen by a psych. After they're seen by the psych, again, they have to have a parole hearing scheduled. I don't know how far off that's going to be, because all of these things are already scheduled. After they go before the board, the governor has, what is it? It's 120 days for that decision to become final. It doesn't have to go the whole 120 days, but they have up to 120 days to review that. Then the governor has 30 days to decide if he's going to let you go or not. So however long it takes to see the counselor or the psychologist, they're going to have to do that time still. Then after that, however long it's going to take to be seen by the board, they have that time. And then if they are granted or found suitable for parole, they still have a period of up to 150 days before they'll go anywhere. Do I believe this case will be expedited? I don't know. The California Department of Corrections is in shambles. There are a lot of murders going on in the state. They may see this as an opportunity to get some good publicity. Will it be good publicity? Or will it be another look at they're soft on crime? I don't think it would be looked at as that. So if they view it as that, then of course things could be put on the fast track. Do I think that the Menendez brothers are going to be out within the next month or two? I don't. Just because of how big the CDC is and how scheduling is. If people have already been given their parole consideration date, or excuse me, not that, their BPH, their parole hearing date, they can't just take that from them because, hey, the Menendez brothers need that. It doesn't work that way. So could they be out within the next 100 days? That would surprise me. That would, to me, if that happens, that would be the state telling everybody, fast track it. Fast track it. I don't believe the Menendez brothers will ever return to prison. I don't believe they will ever break a law. I don't know if they have money. But I do know they will be able to make a whole lot of money off of this, off of their case, off of stories that they could tell. I think that it would be unwise for them to go on other people's shows. I think they should create a podcast. They would be monetized probably within a day or two. Maybe not fully monetized, but they would have enough subscribers, enough watch hours after probably one, maybe two videos. And there is good money in YouTube. And for them, with their story, with what just happened with the Netflix series, they will garner a lot of attention. And the best thing for them would to be that they get all the money and not go to other people. I mean, they can be convinced, hey, we'll buy your story, for $1 million, but $1 million is just, that's just the instant money. If they get someone around them to show them how to utilize social media, they would be able to make multi-millions through social media because of their name, their case, and what just occurred. So that's my take on it. I'm sure Homie Hangout, Josh over at Homie Hangout will do a video on it. He's probably, even though I was a lifer, he's probably more up on a lot of the laws and what may or may not happen. So anything I got wrong, I'm sure he'll be able to enlighten you on. That said, I'm going to bring this to a close. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.